Ohio State goes on the road. They're going to go to Seattle. I mean, it's a really great Buckeyes team ranked number 1. It's a Huskies team that's building back up with a pretty good coach in Jed Fish. This is going to be the battle of the kid quarterbacks. Jalen Salen has kind of played protected at Ohio State. He's the kid, of course, from Carlsbad. It's easy to play at home against substandard opponents. It's easy to play when you have a good program around you. Now they're going to the hostile environments of Husky Stadium in Seattle. And Washington has got a really good quarterback. He's getting no national recognition at all. They force-fed him as a freshman last year. Demon Williams is really good. So this bears watching to watch the Huskies. Can they ambush the Buckeyes? The battle of the kid quarterbacks. Second game is going to be in Happy Valley. Penn State, Oregon. This is going to be a doozy. Drew Allar, senior quarterback, Penn State, turned down all the money, didn't transfer, turned down the chance to go to the NFL. He's back. This guy's a veteran guy, can move the ball, throw the football. I don't know if he's a first-round draft pick in the NFL, but he manages games and he does win games. Penn State historically has also got a great defense. The Ducks haven't played anybody in non-conference. Now they're going to State College and they're playing somebody. And they got a really good young quarterback, Dante Moore. He's the kid that transferred from UCLA. He does not turn the football over, and they do have big strike capabilities downfield. That's going to be a hell of a game. Dan Lanning is a great coach at Oregon. Here's the stunning stat, though, about Penn State's coach, James Franklin. Do you know, against top 10 teams over the course of his career at Penn State, he's 5 for 20. 5 and 20 against top 10. Top 10 teams. So Nittany Lions got to prove themselves as they get ready to take on the Oregon Ducks. Third game, SEC, Georgia, Gunnar Stockton, Georgia, really good football program. Alabama, tell you what, nobody believes in Kalen DeBoer. If they go in and get their brains blown out between the hedges in Athens, he might not be the head coach when he comes back on Saturday night. You know, we've already had 5 head coaches have lost their job in the first 4 weeks of the college football season. And there's a lot of non-believers about the Alabama head coach. Other college football tidbits. Speaking of coaches, let's talk about Oklahoma. Heisman Trophy candidate Johnny Mateer, gone. Broken hand, hit it on a helmet last week. Played the whole game. Surgery, probably gone 4 weeks at least. That's a bit of a blow to the Oklahoma Sooners. It probably cost him the Heisman Trophy. Oklahoma State, they have fired their head coach, Mike Gundy. They are 1-12 in the last year and a half. This program went right off the road. It is stunning because his career record in Stillwater is 170-90. But boy, there's a lot of stuff that has swirled around Mike Gundy in Stillwater. Bullied kids in the transfer portal, feuded with player representatives. He was the one that made the comment last year, "Don't you dare have your agent call me and ask for more money. I gave you what I think you're worth." He had a real problem with turnover on his staff, assistant coaches coming and going, and made some real mistakes in terms of he hired. He just turned off everybody with his belligerent attitude towards anything and everything. Mike Gundy, and he was a great player at Oklahoma State way back as a star quarterback, out of there, gone. So that was a bit of a stunner. And the last one is UCLA. His story has not gotten a lot of coverage. UCLA's legendary players of yesteryear held a Zoom call and asked for a meeting with Martin Jarmond, the besieged athletic director at UCLA, the aftermath of the firing of Deshaun Foster, the aftermath of the mess with Chip Kelly. And the meeting was chaired by Troy Aikman and Cade McNown and a number of others. And they told Jarman that they expect better leadership from him to fix this program, that there's been a terrible disconnect at UCLA in recent times with the past hires, Chip Kelly, Foster, terrible disconnect from all the great players of yesteryear. And it should not be that way. It's not that way at a lot of other universities. Then Rick Neuheisel from CBS pops off and says, I have no confidence in the athletic director. We need to find someone else to lead us. And legendary offensive lineman, NFL star, CBS broadcaster Randy Cross, UCLA grad. This place is leaderless. This place is clueless. This place is rudderless. It's been decades upon decades of failure with the athletic directors you have put in place. Where's the leadership from the chancellor? So really ugly at UCLA because the legendary Bruins, led by Troy Aikman, have sounded off. So, John, we got big games, and we got some problems at Oklahoma State, UCLA.
Well, wait a minute. UCLA, Deshaun Foster is one of the greats, right? I mean, they did go to the well there, and they hired the wrong guy, and he was resistant to the media. I don't know how well he encouraged a lot of the alumni to come back and connect.
Not.
Yeah, and that's a problem. But Deshaun Foster, you would think if it were any other coach that was there that got fired, that Deshaun Foster would be part of this committee with Cade McNown and Troy Aikman and everybody else. So I don't know. It's just a mess. I think that AD needs to be fired. Mike Gundy, OSU. The thing I always remember him is, I'm a man. I'm 40. I just will never, ever forget that. Bummer for Johnny Mateer. I mean, I think he's like a fifth-year guy, and he's kind of that wants to go out with a big flourish in college ball, and he's out for 4 weeks. That's a bummer. I kind of chuckled when you talked about the Alabama-Georgia game. You said between the hedges. And this is incredible because immediately I had the vision of watching the games on TV, and it's that brick wall and the green hedge.
Yes.
But I never put two and two together that the hedges were at Georgia.
Yes.
Okay. And it's also, I've never heard the term between the hedges, but I would imagine that's a commonly used phrase when making remarks about Bulldog football.
Oh, all things in the SEC. If you just hang with me, I'll teach you a lot.
So I just thought that was an interesting comment. And by the way, you said the Ohio State game is at Washington.
At Seattle.
In Seattle. But didn't you broadcast from Husky Stadium?
Yeah. Oh, it's cool. What a great venue.
But it's loud in there.
Oh,
I mean, because aren't the bleachers metal and the roof is metal and the sound bounces around?
Yep. It's really a hostile environment. It's scenic. It's right there on Lake Washington. I mean, it's a fabulous place. I'm intrigued to see how Jalen Salen, the freshman quarterback at Ohio State, handles this. Granted, he's surrounded by really great players in a great program, but this is a pretty bloody, hostile environment.
Yeah. It's funny is I was on that road. There was like a bridge that goes over Lake Washington and I'm going into Seattle and all of a sudden like, hey, look, there's the stadium. You could see like when you look through the passenger window, you could see straight through, to the other end zone.
Yeah, very much so. And how about Penn State? How about that stat? I mean, James Franklin's done a great job and they've recruited speed and it's a much better program now. It's been in a long period of time, but he's 5-20 against top rated teams. So, I mean, there's a huge question that we have to get to by the time we get to Saturday night in State College.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. But they've always had to play Michigan or Ohio State. So that's most of those cases. But I was thinking when you were talking about Oregon, it's going to be on the road in Penn State, right?
Yes.
At Happy Valley. So that's like a cross-country trip. And we've made a lot of remarks like when, USC and UCLA joined the Big Ten. He's like, who cares about UCLA versus Rutgers or Maryland and cross country? But now here is almost a coast to coast cross country. And yet we're celebrating it because it's the quality of the teams.
Yeah. It's 2 versus 3.
Well, yeah, it's huge.
It's real good. Hey, you're a college football fan? Feel free. Jump on board if you want to talk college football.